Yep, hello there. This is Daniel Eric, or Williver, or Guillermo Gage. I am making this video on 2025, August 15th. This is at 7:09 p.m. And the previous video I made, that covered like the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, ninth, 10th. That video was being made around like 4:30 to 5 p.m. on August 11th. So August 11th was not over yet at the time. And so this video is going to cover August 11th as well as 12th, 13th, and 14th. So 4 days overall this video is going to cover. And here's what it is. August 11th, earlier that day, I was all over Twitter, probably just being angry and such, and it was just making me feel really down. And I had resolved to avoid internet, especially the parts that are really bothersome to me, and just really limit internet usage. I don't have an exact like time limit. I don't kind of base stuff on that. I've tried that. I'm going to try something a little different. But for August 11th, I do my job. I do my Monday job, and I, clock out at like 11:15 p.m. This is Monday the 11th. I'd already used a bunch of internet earlier that day before I went to work, and I clocked out at like 11:15 p.m. and I spent like 30 minutes talking to like a guy at work that I know, and he claims to not have seen like a movie in the movie theater for like a few years. And he's still interested in movies at the movie theater. He said, "Oh, I've heard about this thing, heard about that thing." And I told him about the movie Weapons and just how it floats my boat. And there was a Wi-Fi hotspot at my work, so I pull out the smartphone that I'm actually taking this video on, and I show him the trailer for Weapons. And I just say it's interesting. We talk about movie stuff and whatnot and pop culture stuff. And that was like a solid 30 minutes because it was past 11:50 p.m. when I finally got on my motor scooter and just went just the one block across the street to my house and to my apartment building. And it's actually 12:04 a.m. midnight when I get home. So by then it's August 12th. And so I go to bed, I wake up, and then August 12th I do like a 9:40 p.m. to like 5:30 p.m. Shift at my workplace, at my main job. And for the 12th, it looks like I went and I saw the motion picture in the movie theater. It was a kind of a spontaneous thing because this was the final day I could see it. And I remember hearing about that yesterday. Grave of the Fireflies. I've actually seen it, saw it like a few years back, at home. I ended up watching it. And I was like, Fathom Events Studio Ghibli Fest. Maybe I guess I'll go see it. So it was actually $14. So because it's a Fathom Events thing, they don't do the discount tickets. But that was quite the experience to see it on the big screen. I only dimly remembered it before. It was probably like 2015 or so that maybe I watched it. And then I'm seeing it in 2025, and it was the Japanese dub. It was the Japanese language with the English subtitles, of course. And it was just, I was the only person in the theater. It was quite the experience. It was just like a 95 minute movie, but it was worthwhile. So I get home, and then I get home, and I think I'm home by like, I get home at like 8:24, 8:25, maybe 8:30 or so p.m. And I talk on the phone. I talk on the phone with some family members about it. And because I'm thinking about movies in general, I have been planning on when my mom has the time to do so. I have a mother who lives 70 miles away from me. I've seen her multiple times a year. I recently took her to see the Wicked play, the play version of Wicked. And we've seen the part 1 movie, and we're going to see the part 2 movie in November, Wicked for Good. And so we see movies and such. Only that was one time we see a Broadway play. Was Wicked earlier this summer, and maybe I'd see another Broadway play sometime. If it comes to my town. And overall. The 12th, the 12th from like 11 from like 9 p.m. to like 11 p.m. or so, like a couple hours. I did indeed look up movie showtimes, which caused me to look up like box office stuff, but it really wasn't so. It was only a couple hours, which is it's improving as opposed to like 4 or 5 hours a day on the internet. Then August 13th, it looks like from August 13th, I woke up 2:58 to 3:05. I was on the Brave web browser on the mobile device, and 3:08 to 4:06. It was like 58 minutes. Then 4:06 to 4:39. I was there for like 33 minutes. And what was I on if during all that time for August 13th? And I've made screenshots and sent them to another phone that because I'm making a video on this one, and so I can't look it up. It's on the same web browser as the phone that I'm on, so I had to go screenshot it and Bluetooth it so I could view it on another device. And just overall, it looks like I'm looking up science-y type of stuff, and this is only a few web pages. I must have had the phone like idling or something, because I wasn't online all that long. Well, it claims that I was on August 13th, that I was on the internet overall for like 1 hour and 51 minutes. And then, August 13th, other than the few minutes I did sending my nephew the Steam gift card money. And so that's August 13th. August 14th, I apparently was from 29 minutes after midnight. So I work every day. So from August 14th, from 29 minutes after midnight to 1:14 a.m. So, that's like 45 minutes. Yeah, that's like for 45 minutes. It looks like why was I, okay, it looks like I was looking up trailers and stuff. That's right, because again, I ended up looking up, I wanted to see a movie poster in a higher resolution. And when I saw that on this movie poster website called IMPA Awards, I saw recent posters for stuff I've never heard of. And so I went in to see if any of those things have trailers. And that was apparently just like 45 minutes. And here's the thing about August 14th. I get home at like 6:13 p.m. From 6:13 to like 7:50. I was just making these screenshots, okay, to try to like assess so I could explain to you in this video why what I was doing online. I fall asleep. I wake up at like 11:26. And from kind of like the midnight to like 3 a.m. range, I apparently was on the internet for like 2.5 hours. So like 150 minutes, 169 minutes apparently. And of those 169 minutes, from like kind of midnight to 3 a.m., there was something I decided to get done and over with, which was a YouTube channel. I'm not going to mention the name so you don't get distracted. If you want, I can mention it in the comment section or something, or in a description. But relatively popular YouTube channel, a few 100,000 subscribers, and that just talks about pop culture news, kind of in the Hollywood space. And the videos are between like 5 and 20 minutes long, and it may be averaging 10 minutes or 8 minutes long, with when you're watching it on like double speed or 1.5 to 1.7 speed, maybe sometimes double speed, but if that's maybe talking a little too fast. So I want to be able to understand it. I was passively listening it to like while kind of relaxing at home, because I woke up. I had my sciatic nerve was messed up. And it's not my sciatic nerve was messed up. My sciatic nerve was probably sensitive from inflammation from not eating proper food. So that's August 14th. That's August 15th. Yeah, that's August 15th. That's today. I was listening to like 20 or so videos of that. Different, kind of pop culture, box office record stuff. And that was for like 100 out of those 150 minutes. And the other 50 minutes must have been like science-themed YouTube shorts and such. So anyway, that's August 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and the wee hours of August 15th. So overall, we just hit that. We're just hitting the 10-minute mark of this video. So that's less. That's like 2 to 3 hours a day. Sometimes even under 2 hours a day. And it's kind of listening to YouTube videos instead of like angrily engaging with other stuff. And on the 12th of on August 12th, maybe it wasn't very fitting for Grave of the Fireflies, but I got nachos when I was at the movie theater. And it turns out the jalapeno slices aren't a plasticky thing. So I think that's the only plastic thing that I used for the 12th. I think, no. Oh, no. And then, somewhere around here, it's supposed to be a wrapper for an oatmeal cream pie that I end up eating earlier at work when it was on the 12th. No, maybe it's best. And then the Wednesday, and then on Wednesday, I think I go to the convenience store late at night and I get like a Twix, a new flavor of Twix. And then Thursday, I end up buying like a sandwich at work. And so my August pile is still much smaller than my August pile is still smaller than my July pile. Yeah, I ended up hitting the button to turn the screen off, so that stopped that video. So I guess I'll just have to stitch like 2 videos together. So yeah, overall, today, it's 7 p.m. It's 7:19 p.m. right now. My goal for today is, first off, I'm just gonna start more precisely avoiding YouTube. Okay. More precisely avoid YouTube. I literally have not looked at Reddit except for a few minutes of box office information throughout the 12th, 13th, 14th. And then I haven't been on Twitter at all. That's nice. Like since the 11th, I think I clicked. Oh, I think for some dumb reason, why do I have Snapchat installed still? Some female, random female horror type person, tried to add me on Snapchat. It said, "Oh, follow me on here," and it's like, it's just they're advertising themselves on Twitter. I was like, I didn't know what I expected. And so other than that, that was like 2 minutes on Twitter, maybe on like it's early morning of the 15th. That was just today. So overall, yeah, basically no Twitter and basically just a few minutes of box office information on Reddit. And so that I'm improving, and I might be falling asleep real soon, but I think tonight I did a little nap. I've been doing the biphasal sleep. Overall, the goal is to clean up this house now that I'm like further detoxifying myself away from the internet and being more choosy about what I spend time on, if I am to spend time on there. And then I'm gonna clean this place up. And unfortunately, I have to leave for work at like 7:35, like 7:55 or so. Probably like 7:50 is a good time to leave for work. And so I'm going to have to probably be asleep by 10 p.m., wake up around 6 p.m. I might not sleep all in a row, though. So if I'm up, hey, my sciatic nerve isn't feeling as bad today. Overall, I'm still feeling optimistic. I'm improving aspects of my life. But here's the thing. Got to keep improving. So today, I'm probably just not going to go on YouTube, at all for the rest of today, and do some gardening, cleaning up the house. And here's a goal. Here's an interesting goal. In 4 weeks, there's going to be like a new Demon Slayer movie, that anime show. I remember 4 years ago seeing. 4 years ago, I ended up seeing the Demon Slayer movie that comes after season 1. I only watched the first season. There's this new one coming out that we have to see the first 4 seasons. Well, I think I'm rewatching the first season and watching all the other ones. Well, it comes out in 4 weeks. I'm gonna have to watch a season a week. I wonder if I can pull that off. It could be a life goal. It's like the episodes are like 20 minutes a piece, right? It's like 80 minutes, 85, minutes. I think I can do it. But I'm gonna have to start. Today is Friday to Thursday, and then because it's in 4 weeks from now, maybe I can see that one in the theaters because that would be a nice experience. Maybe I can meet some like anime friend people and such. Because I remember I was kind of into it during the first season. Maybe I'll watch it again. Maybe I'll read some of the manga as well. Oh, by the way, there we go. On Tuesday, I got an oatmeal cream pie, and there we go. That's the plastic pile. This is a more accurate depiction of the plastic pile for August. This one is for July. It's a bit larger. Hopefully, I can. Hopefully, this can avoid growing this more. And also take this stuff to a proper recycler. The stuff that can be somewhat recycled, and eco brick the rest. All right, then. So I'm going to be updating you to see about maybe if I get into that Demon Slayer anime. All right, then. Bye for now.